Lx7.ca. From your ears to your brain, electronic music, Lx7.ca. Lx7.ca.
Alright, welcome to Lx7.ca. I'm your host, Vergel Evans, and of course, there's something in that square, the square being me, and the something being all this. If you can imagine, look, the studio is now officially pimped. Pimped! I pimped the studio, I worked on it, I organized it. A couple of shows ago, I don't know if you noticed, I had everything everywhere. It was chaos, utter chaos, but not anymore. Now I have it so that, look at this, the 909, it's on its own little stand. Ooh, the 909's by itself. You know, props to Keith and the girl, by the way. I've got all the synths together. Ta-da! And over here, dun-dun-dun-dun. Is that not awesome? I've got everything set up so I can just do all that. And what I do is I sit back over here on the couch and audition the music, swing that around, master my tracks, whatever. Best part, the part that makes me the most excited is look at that speaker. Look at that. Ta-da! I spent a little time, got some cement blocks, put them on foam so they're isolated from the ground as best as I could do. A little more foam here, and then the speaker. So now they're at the right height. They're now at ear height. See, look at this. Look. Speaker's at ear height. I can hear it. I can hear it like that. Look, it's at ear height. So that's what I've been doing. But besides moving everything around and getting the studio set up, I thought I'd do a little demo. I've been playing with the MPC, getting used to it, really enjoying it, and a couple of weeks ago I did this live PA. People might have wondered, hey, how'd you do that? Thought, why don't I show you? So this is what I was doing. I had the 909. The 909 here, this has a clock. It drives everything. So it sends the clock into here, which has a bunch of MIDI patterns that control that, go all over the place, and then eventually through all these cables, and more cables, and more cables, and more cables, it goes into the mixer, then from the mixer to the sound card, and the sound card onto the screen, and into the hard drive. So that's what I've been doing, which is really neat. So, before we go any further, I thought we should have a little demo. So let me show you what I'm doing with a track that I'm working on, so you can get an idea how this stuff happens. At least here. I don't know how other people do it. I don't know how they do it. You know how you people over there do it, or over there, or over there, or up there, or down there. But however you guys do it, this is how I do it. So, without further ado, let's check it out. See, what I got is a pattern here. I got a couple patterns. So, if you can imagine, I've got a couple patterns here that I'm using on the 909. And that sucker there. And then over here, I've got a whole bunch of other patterns. So I've got things like a bass. I got some other drums. I got a bass line. Of course, I've got another bass line. And that's kind of how it works. I kind of flip back and forth between different patterns and record it all live, like straight out of here into there. So right now what I've got is I've got a couple of stuff that I've recorded all together. So somehow it all turns into a track. And that's how I do it, which is kind of neat. So want to check it out? I want to check it out. Let's see what this looks like live and in action. Check it out. That was a little gymnastics. It's kind of hard to do because I'm only using one hand. Usually I have two hands, and if you can imagine, I've got this hand does this, and then my other hand, this hand does this, and that. So it's a little slower and harder to work with because I'm only using one hand instead of both my hands. Either way, that's the show. I thought I'd share some of what I've been doing. I've got my little swivel chair, which I work on. Look at that, swiveling around. And I figure, since I got the studio redone, it'd be kind of fun to show you what I got going on. So without further ado, I'd like to say thank you, and welcome again to Lx7.ca. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in reading some stuff, I've got a fanzine that I've done called the Assembler Techno Fanzine. You can always download that, lx7.ca/media. If you want to listen to some of the tunes I've made, there's always lx7.ca/studio. You can check that out. And of course, lx7.ca, the blog, the me, that's it, everything that's going on. I've got a picture of the whole layout, super big picture that I did. And yeah, it's kind of neat. So, thanks for joining me, and until next time, keep dancing.